Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my big backyard. It's a beautiful day, sort of. It's kind of gray. It's in the 50s out here, and I've got a quick project today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the strawberries in my green stalk and plant them in one of my raised beds that I have. One of the reasons I want to do this is that although I grew these strawberries quite well in the green stalk last year, I want to do something a little bit different with the green stalks this year. A disadvantage to growing the strawberries in the green stalk planter is that when the runners grow, there's nothing that they can do. They don't spread. You never get any more strawberries, really. So I'm going to move these plants into the raised bed with my garlic. And they can grow there permanently. I'll always be able to plant my garlic in between the strawberries, and they should grow quite companionably together. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to pick up one of these planters and just haul it over there, and we'll just get going. Actually, I changed my mind a little bit. I'm going to just dig the strawberries out of these planters, put them in this tub, and then carry it over there. That's a lot easier than moving these green stalk pods because they're a bit wet from sitting out here through all the rains that we've been having. So anyway, let's get started. I'm not sure what kind of root systems these guys have. They should be really quite nice. Actually, this I think is alyssum. Get some of the alyssum out of there. I want to maintain as much of the roots as possible for these plants because I want them to do really well in the garden. So that's about how much I'm going to pull out for each one if I can. Anyway, I'll do this and then I'll get back with you. Okay, well, I've brought my first 5 plants over here. As you can see, I brought quite a bit of root system with them. So I'm going to have to be careful digging holes and putting it in my garlic bed. My garlic is already up and growing, as you can see, and I don't really want to disturb it too much as I'm planting the strawberries in here. But this should work out just fine. I'll just dig in between and stuff the soil blocks straight down in. So, let me see if I can make this stand up and watch while we do this. Tripod. What's the view look like? All right, I'll just try to plant one right there. Clear the soil out right here. As you can see, I have my drip irrigation in here, and of course the cat's coming along to be a pest. Let's get this hay out of here somewhere else. I think this is just some grass that's growing in here. I don't need that. So, luckily the amount of soil in this bed is a little low, so if I can just shove some soil aside and wedge in a spot, I could probably just shove a whole block of strawberry plant like this just right down in. I need a deeper, definitely need it to be a lot deeper. Luckily I'm not hitting anything. Shove this in, pack it down, shove the soil around it. Perfect. I'm going to take some of this straw and put it back around the strawberry. It's going to be good for it. And there we go. That's essentially what I'm going to be doing for all of these, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, well, I've planted 14 strawberry plants in here that I pulled out of the green stalk. There's still 5 more plants in my green stalk, maybe 6. Because of the garlic and how many little roots I saw as I was digging these in, I don't want to necessarily put everything in all at once. I'm trying to leave a little bit of space on this end to plant some climbing things. So I don't want to fill the end completely with strawberries yet. and I want to see exactly what takes off as far as the strawberries this summer or this spring, so that then I can fill in the empty spaces, maybe even after the garlic is pulled. It'll be much easier to plant the garlic between the strawberries than it is for me to come back like I did now and plant the strawberries between the garlic. The only reason I'm doing it this way is because I wanted to get the majority of those moved before the spring, because I wanted them to establish themselves nicely in this bed so that I get a decent harvest of strawberries this season instead of a harvest of strawberries as if, you know, I was starting fresh. Because last year I started fresh and I probably only got 10 or 15 strawberries out of all those plants, which makes sense. I'd like these to act more like established plants when the season starts. Anyway, we'll see what happens, and hopefully I remember to keep you updated. Have a great day.